word of the Lord to the Israelites. To Jonah the Lord spoke, saying, "Go to Nineveh, that great city, and preach to it, for its wickedness rises up before me." But Jonah did not wish to preach to the people of Nineveh, for they were the enemies of his land, the land of Israel. He wished Nineveh to die in its sins and not to turn to God and live. So Jonah on the ship, and the Lord sent a great storm upon the sea, so that the ship seemed as though it would go to pieces. The sailors threw overboard everything on the ship, and when they could do no more, every man prayed to his God to save the ship and themselves. Jonah was now lying fast asleep, and the ship's captain came to him and said, "What do you mean by sleeping in such a time as this? Awake, rise up, and call upon your God. Perhaps he will hear you and save our lives." But the storm continued to rage around the ship, and they said, "There is some man on this ship who has brought upon us this trouble. Who are you? From what country do you come? What is your business? To what people do you belong? Why have you brought all this trouble upon us?" Then Jonah told them the whole story, how he came for sake, "This great tempest is upon you." But the men were not willing to throw Jonah into the sea. They rowed hard to bring the ship to the land, but they could not. Then they cried unto the Lord and said, "We pray thee, O Lord, to serve him." And the Lord caused a great fish to swallow up Jonah, and Jonah was alive within the fish for 3 days and 3 nights. In the fish, Jonah cried to the Lord, and the Lord caused the great fish to throw up came to Jonah a second time. "Arise, go to Nineveh, that great city, and preach to it what I command you." So Jonah went to the city of Nineveh, and as he entered into it, he called out to the people, "Within